Welcome to Long Arm Wednesday. Thank you for joining us here. I'm Laura Lynn of the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop Studio. We're working on a beautiful Drunkards path that was made via live streams on Twitch TV, and the content creator is Mama is a Fan. We'll put all her details down below so you can be able to follow her and check her out. She also has a fabric store online as well, so maybe we can do that too. So what we have here is a really cute, I've never done a Drunkards path, and I really like the way she did this, and I've actually invited her to come and do a demonstration for the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop live streams eventually. We'll get there, baby steps, but I'm glad she's interested in doing it. It's a cute backing here as well. I like the little design on it, kind of reminds me of the fleur-de-lis. We have a swirl and feather stitches going on in the border. So I did the border corners, so the top is already done. You'll see that at the end, so please stay tuned to the end of the video so you can see how this beautiful quilt is getting quilted out. We have a yellow whisper thread in top and bobbin, and like I said, the swirls and feathers on the border, and then we have a hearts in a swirl in the center, and it's very, very lovely. When you first put this, some patterns just kind of immediately just go big, but this one's kind of like a scrunchy one. It kind of goes really, really tight. So it goes to be approximately about 2 inches for the heart. So to be able to stretch it out, to be able to fit a project, you kind of got to tweak it just a little bit so you don't want the hearts being too weird looking or too angular or anything like that. So we have 2 rows going on in here for this, the middle section of this being stitched out. One is already done, and we're going to get Walt to get started on the second. So let's go start quilting. And she has this in 3 borders, though I only did the feather and swirl in the outer 2. I didn't want the thread getting lost in here as part of the swirl like looking of it. So, and I left the edge to edge from the green side in. Okay, just lock our stitches and off it stitches. So it does this little hook, and then it comes up and does a beautiful, perfectly shaped heart. Hearts you don't want to get wrong, right? Not the look of them anyways, they just a little wonky. Well, actually the hearts and the frills one did have wonky hearts on it. But this pattern you don't. So it does like a little hook and then a heart and then a hook and a heart, and that pretty much goes the whole way through. Sometimes like a hook, sometimes it's a little bit more of a swirl. Fluffs. But as you can tell, this thread is perfect, matching up for the background pieces that she used for her project. And thank you, Mama Izza, for believing in us here at the Quilt Shop and trusting us with your beautiful project. Yeah, I love it. Like these edges are absolutely perfect. I watched her put it together, and I'm like, hey, I've just learned something here. And that's the reason why she's out on streaming to begin with, is to be able to teach people via the internet the skill of sewing by hand as well as machine. Her goal is to be able to do a project every week and then help guide you through that process by hand and then machine. So I think it's a fantastic skill learner, skill builder. In her community, everybody knows how to sew and to quilt, so she doesn't feel like she can be able to teach anybody there, so she popped herself on the internet, and boy, am I glad she did. So thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's looking amazing. Yeah, it's the perfect. It was coming out a little too dense for her liking, so we kind of, like I said, made it just a little bit bigger. Fits perfectly. And this is where the previous row has ended, and then you want to come up right next to it with the second row without any really visible gap in between. Like it's going to come up, it's going to get close to those other swirls, it's going to come back down. A little, oh, there, we could probably work that. Oh, see? Oops, maybe twice now. I'll fix that, don't you worry. It's beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, there is footage of the stitching out of the borders. So check that out. It complements this quite nicely with a little bit of the hook that we have going on here in the swirl. And these two fabrics are very complementary to each other, and with that neutral backing there, we'll just work that way. I'll keep my eye on the rest. Look how pretty that's turning out on that green and the pink. I guess it's more like a burgundy background and then pink flowers. So pretty. Yeah, pretty perfect heart. Yeah, Walt's just going to finish stitching this out. Don't forget to join us Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern for our live streams. We're always working on something fun and scrappy and busting our stash here and making gifts for people. We also have obviously the video for Long Arm Wednesday. We also do 2 live streams, the Tuesday and the Saturday, and then we usually have a Friday video as well for weekend projects. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that, smash that like button, or like that smash button, whatever the kids are doing nowadays. And relax to the sounds of Walt.
set on the candle, one arm out my window, left and didn't tell the soul. Where I'm headed, I don't know. Life is heavy lately. Nothing seems to go my way these days. I feel the season changing, and I think it's about time I close my eyes and let it take me somewhere new tonight. Wherever the wind blows, I'll go. Not chasing it. Whatever tomorrow's gonna hold, find my way. I've been spending so much time swimming up against the tide. Wherever the wind blows, I know it's better than where I've been. Moonlight in the backwood drive, last breath in late July. Watch the days turn into nights. None of them were ever mine. Life is heavy lately. Good things can never stay that way. Feel the season changing, and I think it's about time to realize that I can still be someone new if I try. Wherever the wind blows, I'll go. I'm not chasing it. Whatever tomorrow's gonna hold, find my way. I've been spending so much time swimming up against the tide. Wherever the wind blows, I know it's better than where I've been. Wherever the wind blows, I'll go. I'm not chasing it. Whatever tomorrow's gonna hold, I'll find my way. I've been spending so much time swimming up against the tide. Wherever the wind blows, I know it's better than where I've been.